It's for the club website. You just won Chelsea. You were quite comfortable. Now you are playing Arsenal. They are second. My question, what do you think is the danger in Arsenal? Hi. Well, they are very different teams. Chelsea is probably more capable to do a counter attack, very good in this kind of games. Arsenal is a very brave team, very offensive. They are capable also very good in the sides, also in the area. I would say they are two different teams, both of them very good, and we'll have to use our best version tomorrow. Hello, Layakol Raku. Tomorrow, do you think it's a good match to use all spaces to reaching the best possibility? Yeah, I think it's a good possibility. We know the kind of games we do. We try to put them below. We have several registers. We are good in different game types. We'll try to take the best of us and to explore all spaces. It's a question for Alexia. Do you have the feeling that in the last years you get by the end of the season quite injured and overcharged? But it's not the same this year. Don't you have the same feeling? Hi, good afternoon. I don't know. I don't know if that was the situation in the past. What I know is that right now we are with excellent feelings, we are full of energy. I believe we've been working the whole year, both players and also the coach and the doctors. It's been positive for us, and we are here full of energy. We saw that in the previous games. We'll see that tomorrow. And I think we are in good shape, both physically and also for game.
Uh, Hi, a question for Aitana. Nice to see you. Given where Arsenal were at the start of the season, and obviously they had a few struggles, the manager left, to see them now in the final, were you surprised to see them obviously get this far? Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you. I said a few years ago, a few days ago, that for me it was a surprise that Arsenal beat Lyon, but they deserve so well to be in the final because they won and they scored 4 goals to one of the best teams. No, we didn't score 4 goals to Lyon, never. So well, they arrived in the final of the season so well, and they deserve to be in this final.
Diario Sport, next, please. Right here.
Good afternoon. It's a question for Alexia. In the last two finals, you also played the last minutes. This season has been very good for you. How are you feeling right now by the end of the season? And how do you feel by playing this final? Well, it will depend of the coach. If he chooses me to play, I try to give my best version in every game, thinking in the team, whatever the role I'm in, whatever the position I'm in. In the last two finals, I was injured quite badly. Luckily enough, this year I had more continuity, and I really felt, I mean, because when you are injured, you break the rhythm But now I've been lucky enough. I worked a lot and I felt very good during the season. I tried to give my best version, and if the coach decides I'll be there tomorrow, that will be the case. Javier Gascon
Javier
from
Gascon
Deportivo for
from
Aitana,
Deportivo
please.
for Aitana. This year it
Apparently,
seems like
this year
everyone
you are
is placing
favorite
you
more
on
than in
the
the past. Do
favorite
you think that could have
label.
some
How can this
repercussion?
affect the match tomorrow?
Does
Is
it
it
place with
giving you trust?
trust?
Well, good afternoon. It is good that we are given this label, the favorite label, because of what we've been doing in recent years. But we do know how important it is tomorrow's match. We know this is a final, and although this is a new rival or a rival that hasn't been in a final for years, it is not an easy match for us, and we still need to play the game. It is a final, and anybody could win.
Good afternoon. Andreas from Norwegian Broadcasting. Just wondering about Caroline Graham Hansen, the big Norwegian star in this team for you, Bonmatí. She tends to shine in even the big occasions, even stronger than ever. What are your expectations for her tomorrow, and how will you describe Caro?
Good afternoon. Everybody here knows Caro. She's an amazing player, one of the best in the world, and the best in her position for sure. For us, it's so important, and he creates a lot of occasions herself alone and has a big ability with the ball. So I expect the best match for her tomorrow, as always she used to do.
Let's go to El País next, please. Right here.
Hello, good afternoon, El País. I want to ask you, Alexia, 13 years have gone by since the first Champions Barca match. You're the only player left here in the squad against Arsenal 0-7 in Global. How do you remember that match, and what has changed in Barca so far? Thank you. Well, we didn't really have to remember the final result, did we? No, that's just a joke. Everything leads you or takes you to be what you are now. Back then, in that first match, in this first competition in this women's team, it was something unthinkable to imagine what has come later. And no doubt, there's a lot of people behind, a lot of work, technical teams and players, fans. I remember those matches back then in the mini stadium and how they are now. It's quite unthinkable, all the change and the evolution this has had, particularly since we're professionals. We have been professionals for a relatively short time, and after that, we have achieved 6 finals. I think I'm privileged for having been able to experience all this journey, and with the motivation, the energy, and the will to continue traveling a very long journey ahead, starting with tomorrow's final. And this is just a story, the fact that the first match was against Arsenal, and tomorrow's final, we have a title there to battle over. It's also against them.
Pera, tomorrow Barca will play the 100th game. How do you feel bearing that responsibility? How do you prepare your players? Um, you as a coach and your first season with this team, how do you feel it, and how do you convey that to the team? Well, it's a special situation. It's a final. We had a very good competition in most games. Tomorrow is a final. This team has good experience. We know the kind of game we want to do. And personally speaking, I'm fine. I've been working a lot. I love it. I enjoy it. We spent many, many hours with the technical team. We are sure of our performance. And tomorrow we have to play, we have to do a good game, dominating the rhythm in order to have the ball. And if we do that, we'll deserve. But a final is a final. Vera Romeo, how important was this year Anaketa Coy that won her first Zamora and Patrick Guijarro, which are almost, which is one of the most important in midfield. Yeah, yeah, she is very important. Kata is an excellent goalkeeper. She did a great season. She has all my confidence. She's very good. She has a good control, and for us is very important. And Patri is a player that helps the team to play well. She helps so that Aitana and Alexia can play, and she's very, very important for our football. Hi, good afternoon. My question is for Aitana. What did you learn after 5 finals? And also, did you miss Mariona during this season that you'll see tomorrow with Arsenal? Good afternoon. Thank you for the question. What did I learn? Well, if I start, it's a very long list. I learned a lot. As Alexia was saying, I think we are on our way. We learned a lot in the first final in Budapest. I remember we had no experience. We just wanted to enjoy the game. And now we are totally different. We have lots of experience. And this experience, as I said in the past, is very positive because it helps us in a final. We know how to suffer, we know to play the ball, and also being brave because in some finals we overcame a bad result. So I think we lived all kind of situations, and that's positive for us because these are experiences that helps us a lot. And for Mariona and Koi, yeah, we shared a lot of experiences with them. They've been very important for us. Mariona, as you all know, she's an excellent player. She knows the position game extremely well. We miss her, but we are happy that she's having a good season. She was an excellent colleague. I wish her always the best, but not tomorrow. I'm sorry about that. And yeah, obviously we miss her. But we have an excellent team. Our style is the same. And tomorrow it has to be our game.
My name is Omar Katuba. I represent omarsports.com. My question is to both players. With both of you being, sorry.
One
Okay,
question,
just
please.
one. Okay, Putellas, I guess. With you being a major voice in female football, what message do you think that this final sends to the young generation of girls or the next generation of girls watching from all over the world?
My English is improving, but I'm gonna with Spanish. Sorry. Better Aitana, yeah.
Me? Okay. About our message for the next generation, no? Yeah, we are. I always say that we have to be proud for being examples, because when we were young, we didn't have these examples, no? So the best examples for the future generation, more than the message, is to predict with an example, no? To keep being the best, but with the best way to be. I think our team, we are working every year the same way and with the same ambition to show the world and this future generation that they can be footballers, professional footballers, because when we were young, we didn't have the chance to see our future as a professional footballers, and now we can be their examples for the future generation. So we have to stay proud and be proud of that.
Yeah. Let's go to Cadena Ser, please.
My question is for Alexia. Each final has its specificities and its path. I don't know whether what do you perceive in the squad and team that's special about this final? What motivates you the most? Thank you. Well, it is a bit unpredictable, a final is. There can always be things that you may not be able to control. But what is clear to us is that whatever depends on us, and as the season has gone, we know that we can actually do it. It is true that Arsenal is a great team with great players, a great coach as well, and they're there in the final for a reason. As Aitana said before, they eliminated Real Madrid and scored 4 against Lyon. It's a great team, but we do get the feeling that if we manage to get in our best version, many things will come out good. It is true that this is football in the end and anything may happen. We may score or not score, but we do trust the match plan. And if we are in our best version, we'll get closer to all those occasions that can bring us closer to the goal, which will give you the triumph and the title.
Soy de hermana gemela de Merel.
Es igual.
Sí. I thought maybe you were confused a little bit, but I work for ESPN the Netherlands. We have Esmee Brugts, obviously, as a Dutch player. Is it possible for you to describe in English what kind of teammate she is and how she's developing this year?
Yeah, we try. I speak better in Catalan, but
you can also do it in Spanish, but then I have to ask Merel to translate it for me.
Yeah.
So
We have
what
translations available.
Yeah, I know.
what do you want?
La Esmei.
Yeah. Sí. The first year we thought about her that she's so shy, but this year it's I don't know how to say. She has her space in the group, no, and she can talk more, and we this year are knowing her as she is out of football, but in the pitch she's developing so fast. I think the first year in Barca, when you are young, it's so difficult, but this year we could see the real level of her, that it's amazing. I think she gave us a lot as a player, and she's doing so good as a left back.
Does she have a nickname? Good question. A nickname?
Esmee. Esmee.
Yeah.
Esmee. That's all.
Let's go to Radio Nacional España next, please. In the back there.
Hello, Sara Gutierrez from Radio Nacional. Alexia, I wanted to ask you particularly, having reached this final, do you look backwards from where we're coming and what you've achieved, or do you have a future perspective where you can head to perhaps, and what is the limit? In this case, where can this team get to? Well, this is a truly good question because it is also a dilemma. A footballer or sports person can have, because you tend to forget what the team has achieved and what you've done as a player to continue with future goals and objectives. So it's difficult to strike that balance. But given the characteristics of this team and all the players that make it up, as well as all the staff, we don't really analyze or look at what we've done much. We always say that despite having 3 champions, this does not mean you're going to win tomorrow, no matter how many finals. So it is true that that is there. We know what we've done, but it's not your day to day work. You actually forget quite fast, particularly now that seasons are all chained together. You always want to go to the next level, to the next goal, and you almost forget what you've achieved. So the next goal is tomorrow's final. We will try to prepare it in the best possible way. We will give our best to get this title, and I hope it ends well. And once it ends, there'll be one more final. And this will happen with all future matches. And this is a way of experiencing this professional as well. This is what we love.
Oh, no, we already did. We already had a question. Okay, let's go here on the right side, please. Thank you. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Helen from Norwegian newspaper VG. I was wondering, like my fellow Norwegian over here, about Caroline Graham Hansen for Aitana. Where would you place Caroline among all the great players that you've played with over the years?
The place.
Yeah, like rank or place.
One of the best, of course. We know how Caro plays, and which is her level is amazing. I said before, she's one of the best players of the world and the best in her position. And for me, it's so easy to play alongside with her. I think she makes me better, and I can help her to be a little bit better. And yeah, it's amazing to play with her.
Okay. Let's do the classes here. Yeah. Please.
Hello, that's a question for Aitana too, I'm sorry. Again in English. In an interview you said that Lyon has won more Champions League than Barca did, but for now, and do you think winning tomorrow would be massive, as Lyon hasn't won a Champions League for 3 years now?
Pardon?
In an interview, you said that for now, Lyon, Olympique Lyonnais, has more Champions League than Barca has. But do you think that winning tomorrow would be like a massive thing for women football, as Lyon for now hasn't won any of the last 3 Champions League? Thank you.
Thank you. I don't want to compare with Lyon. They had their own path, and now we have our path. We are a different team in different years. We used to talk really good about them, because for us they were the mirror in the past, and now we can tell that maybe we are the mirror for a lot of teams, no? So we are proud of our path, and we will try to be more historical tomorrow.